Hi, Mike Cuevas, Short Sales Redefined. You're watching the video, you've probably come across a lot of short sales. It's a fact, 65% of the sales this year are going to be distressed. And if you want to concentrate on this market and you're not already an REO agent, you're going to have to hit the short sales. If you want to battle the additional 80 to 85, 90% of realtors out there that are not concentrating on short sales or REOs, feel free, but you're going to be fighting for about 30 to 40% of the market amongst 80+% of the agents. However, if you do want to hit short sales, that's great, but the first thing you need to understand is what is your true fiduciary duty to a seller on a short sale. Now, first of all, you must understand that when a seller is facing a short sale, the seller and the bank actually have an adverse relationship with one another. So this means that if you were to work in the bank's interest, you're in violation of your fiduciary duty with the seller. Banks don't own short sales. Sellers do. Banks own the note that is associated with the property, and the property is only the collateral. But banks do not own the property. So when you come across a lot of agents in this market that are submitting every offer they get to the bank on a short sale, they are hurting their client. When you have agents in this market that are saying, oh, the bank requires that you list a property for 90 days before you put the thing on the market or before you can even entertain a short sale offer, you are hurting your client. When the bank says, or when the agent tells their client that they must reduce $5,000 every week to show the bank they're trying to get the highest dollar amount, you're hurting your client, you are in violation of your fiduciary duty. Your duty to a seller on a short sale is to get them out of the property with the least amount of liability possible, which means you work for the seller, not the bank, and the seller of the property on a short sale is the owner of record all the way up until the time of closing. The seller and the seller only is the one who has the ability to accept, reject, deny, counter, etc., on any and all offers that are received with you as their agent. You do not need to show every seller to the bank or every offer to the bank on a short sale. And the most important part is that if you do that, you're hurting the seller at the end, because you're seeing some of the future emails on how I go into how to structure and set up these deals. Of course, all this stuff is covered in the product, but you're going to see all this stuff. But first step is to know what your true fiduciary duty to on a short sale, and it's the bank. Too many agents are confusing short sales with REOs. REOs, you're the listing agent, your fiduciary duty is with this bank. Short sales, your fiduciary duty is with the seller, and your job as an agent is to beat the bank, not work for them. Very, very important you understand and distinguish between the two. A lot of this stuff is in the free report you may have most likely already downloaded, or also on our free webinar, but it gets even in more detail in the actual book and the pamphlet and the whole product. Your next email you get from me, I'm going to start breaking down the steps in the short sale presentation and the short sale process. You're going to see these steps because these are the things you need to cover when you're doing a short sale presentation, which is completely opposite from a listing presentation. So I'll see you on the next email.